Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We got this.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, New Orleans. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
180. Go, go, go.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Trubisky gives to Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
I'm coming for you, Mike 56, Mike 56. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. 36 yards. 56. Man out. Monk's 56. Monk's 56.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Come on, 180. I got you, son. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the out. 56. Mike.
Now Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Just like that. Just like that. Mike 36.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he
Blitz coming, and down he goes. goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Short yardage, Bridgewater. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On first down, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's going to go down again. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Line 36. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Kill.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Gordon on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's take.
Bridgewater on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On second down, it's Gordon, and some room to work. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Let's go. Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Saints 14, Bears 5. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They'd hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Switch. Watch the air.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First down, Saints.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Check my 40. Check my 40.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Mike 40.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
A gain of 14. And the Saints first down.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Open man is born. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. We own it. Mike 36. Mike 36.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and 5 yards to go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Play to win. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57, lock in. I'm going to run you over.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep up. 180. Woo! Let's get it. Check. He's checking.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to fire, trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Heavy on the edges. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. Now Trubisky lost the football, and this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 14. On
3rd
and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
We got this.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word.
Under pressure, they got him again. Shane Ray picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Come on, 180. Red, talk. Hey, watch your legs.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Trubisky now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 1st touchdown of the new season as they are able to cut into that lead.
Allen Robinson. Touchdown Bears.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's got it. And he'll wind up short of the goal line. So they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
3 down, 3 down. Out. Go.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha! 56 is the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing here, Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
36-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Jordan Lucas there on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On first down, Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Kill.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Watch the whip.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. J.J. Watt the one that gets him down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
I'm coming after you. Go. He's mine. 40's the mark. Squeeze. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 out. All day, every day, any day.
Now Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius. Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Bears take over. Get ready. Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably.